Okay, so it's been a while since I actually made a video. I think it's been like 2 weekends or whatnot. I've got a stockpile that you guys have been watching. But I've been busy. As you can see, stick it over here, there you go. I am getting the plastic ready for insulation. Which I don't remember if I showed in another video, but it's over here. 2 gigantic stacks. But while we are, in efforts of trying to get the car running and everything, I still show the new stuff I ordered. So, I ordered the PCM pins. Them things are ridiculous. 100 of them cost me $40. Might as well be a drug, man, because it comes in a pouch. I swear to God, it's like an ounce of friggin' pins. I mean, it's in a little Ziploc like that big. Like that big. So I was like, oh man, this sucks. That was $40. LS. I mean, some things are cheap. You get cheap horsepower, but the stuff to do the wiring and everything is high. But again, in efforts to start getting stuff done and everything, I ordered my wire. And the reason I ordered wire, is because I'm going to try to wire it myself. And I've talked to other LS guys. I'm like, what do I need? I need like 50 feet. I mean, it shouldn't be much. And they're like, well, where are you running it to? I'm like, I'm gonna try to put it in a factory location, the ECN. And they're like, you're gonna need a lot more than 50 foot. So, in efforts of trying to do that, I ordered this. This is from, let me see, I think his name's Best Connections on eBay, and they have their website's like 12volt.com or something like that. Let me double check and see what the name of the actual website is for you guys. I'll check my broken phone for the website. I need a phone. Best Connections Inc. Let me see here. What is the name of their website? Okay, so it's bestconnectionsinc.com. But anyway, what I have in here is a lot. In fact, that little box right there probably weighs about 40 pounds. So, pound of solder. That's 60-40 resin core, 1 pound. So that's plenty of wire for that wiring harness. And this is where we start just madly undoing these. And I'll give you the price when I'm done. Because, I mean, I bought probably a lot more wire than I needed. There is 1,200, let me say that again, 1,200 feet of wire in this box. That's right, I am still unloading wire. Now, I tried to order a lot of the actual colors that are in the harness, so that way it's a little bit easier to keep track of everything. But I also thought ahead, like, suicide doors and stuff, I gotta rewire them, run more wires. There we go, box is finally empty. That's ridiculous. But you ready? Here we go. 1,200 foot. Each one of these little rolls has 100 foot of wire. Then I ordered 100 foot of 10 gauge, better grounds and everything like that. So, and then I ordered 10 gauge in red, 100 foot. What is that for? Well, I mean, once you start wiring all of your injectors together, and then you wire your coils together, all the pink powers, you need to upgrade the wire and make it a little bit thicker. And that's what the 10 gauge is for. And this is shrink tubing, 3/16. And now I'm going to put it all on my homemade spool holder. So I'm going to do that real quick. Now I have an abacus of wire. I almost want to order like 6 more rolls just to fill it up. But And that's a lot of wire. That is a lot of wire. I ordered it in the colors that are like closest to the harness, which they didn't have tan, so I got yellow. They got black, purple, brown, yeah, brown's down there. Red, orange, pink, gray, white. That's all on the harness. You can actually get them with like purple, white, black, white, blue, white, yellow, white, you know, with the white line. So that way if you're doing like red and red, white, they have those. So, but this is just what I ordered. I figured it'd be easier just to get solid colors. But yeah, these are 14 gauge. These are 10 gauge. And the reason I ordered 14 gauge, this is actually aluminum wire and it's copper clad, which means it's copper outside but aluminum inside. It's perfectly fine for any harness work or anything. In fact, a lot of the newer cars actually run aluminum wire, so. But that's ready to go put up somewhere now and wait for when I start extending wires. My pins are in the house. I also bought a brand new set of strippers, crimpers. They're on their way. I still need to get a starter for the LS, so that way I can run those power wires. But for now though, I'm gonna jump back to doing the plastic work, get this insulation in, so that way I no longer have to worry about the cold. Well, I might not have to worry about the cold. Now I gotta build a big stove, it's outside, and I am also going to be doing roof rafters up there. Not these straight rafters, but the roof, actual rafters. And the peaks. Those all have to get done, which is a lot of work. So I'm gonna jump on it and get to it, and who knows what's next. Oh, update on the seats. I have the back seats sitting in there. Well, one back seat, the other one's actually right behind me. Those are my front and my back. Front and my back. I gotta get back on those as soon as I get done with the plastic work. So moving further along on my car now, Christine, it's my baby. Don't look, perv. I'm running all the wires, you know, off of the block, and anything that's running towards the front of the engine, instead of like they had it from the factory, which it literally, I couldn't remember exactly, but it ran like all the way over and around and up under and back up. It was crazy. I don't know why they run anything like that. But so, injectors, my coil packs, map sensor, throttle positioning sensor, intake air temp, alternator, thermostat, or not thermostat, but temperature switch. That all runs on the driver's side. It's a ton, and you can see, I mean, it's a thick amount of wire. There's one cut right there. It's probably a ground. Passenger side, it's butter. I mean, it's 4 coils. Well, I'm sorry, it's actually 1 coil plug and 4 injectors. And that's all it's over there. It's a little bit. That's it. And running off the back of the engine is knock, oil pressure, cam positioning. Then off of this side of the engine, which this is the only thing on this side, the other side has nothing on it, you have crank and oil level sensor down there. The actual oil pressure, it took me a while to figure that out, because it took forever to chase them all down, pin them. You know, I've all of them labeled as what pins they go to. But that oil pressure actually does not go to the computer. It just runs straight to your factory gauge, or whatever gauge you're running. So that was confusing for a while. I'm like, where does this go? Why can't I find this? But other than that, I bought some eBay strippers. I also bought crimpers and everything to go with those. It was a kit. And crimpers have different jaws, tools to change them, more screws and everything. I also bought my ECM pins. These things are a little bit aggravating because they're about the price of drugs, I swear. This little bitty bag of 100 pins was $40. I'll go ahead and show it. Custom connectors. Custom connectors kit. Where I got it from customconnectorkit.com. Oh no, don't see my address. Like anybody cares. Solder flux wire. You already saw that. But that's what I'm doing. I'm getting ready to take a break from it because I do not like doing it. So I'm going to work on my stove I got to build for winter. But that's it for now.